Buongiorno, benvenuti to the ItalianCookingClass.com. My name is Giuseppe. We're here again, and what we're doing today is Insalata Di Rucola, which is a rocket salad. Now there's a couple of things when you're doing a rocket salad, and any salad for that reason, mainly to do with the seasoning, but I'll explain that as we go through it. But the basic ingredients of just a good traditional rocket salad, this is actually wild rocket. It has a very small leaf, and it is a little bit more twiggy, some would say. The stem is a bit thicker, but you can get the baby rocket, and also you can get the rocket in bunches. Then we have some just olive oil, lemon, salt, and some parmigiano, of course, to top that off. The actual goes. I mean, you can do it with anything. Use balsamic vinegar, whatever you like. But I just like to have lemon, parmigiano, olive oil, and salt. The thing is with rocket or a leaf product that you have in the fridge, the best way to store it is always to, firstly, rocket should wash it first. Wash it, soak it in some water, then put it on a centrifuge, one of those soda centrifuges, just spin it around, drain the water, and put it in a plastic bag. Now what you're doing in a plastic bag, you're allowing it not to dry out in the fridge, because obviously the temperature, the cold temperature of the fridge dries things out. So you keep it in the bag, and it creates a little ecology of its own, because it's like a little greenhouse. And the actual bag allows it to sweat a fraction, because it's inside, the air is trapped outside, it's still cold, and at the same time as it's sweating, it draws the actual moisture that is released from the rocket into the bag is trapped, and then it condenses, and then it re-moisturizes and draws back on that moisture, and then stays much more alive and is much fresher. So that's something really important when you're sort of keeping things in the fridge. Keep it in a bag, and if you want in a container again, so it's protected and you don't rest nothing on it. So we'll pick out some little, sometimes get little bad bits here and there, so we'll just put that on the plate here like this. Wonderful, beautiful stuff. You must salt it first, and the reason for that is that, if you can appreciate microscopically, as we're salting it, what's happening is that down here, the actual salt, the granules, are hitting each leaf, and then it's dropping down through the different stages of the actual salad and resting on different bits of it. So that way it seasons all of it. Now, if we were to wet it or whatever you're going to dress it with as a condiment, what will happen is that because it's wet, whenever you put the salt, as the salt lands, it'll actually stick to it, and then it won't run away. Then what we do next is we add the olive oil. Now the reason why we add the olive oil is for two reasons. Firstly is because it allows, wherever the olive oil sits and the salt is, it allows the salt to stick to that spot, because the olive oil is quite sticky and obviously is going to sit on that leaf, and if it has some salt under it, it will trap the salt there, and obviously that part of the salad is seasoned. And the second reason why we actually use olive oil too is because what happens is that when the lemon juice falls and hits the surface of the actual leaf, because the oil's already there, some will stick and some will also run away, but predominantly it doesn't hit the surface, directly the surface of the lettuce or the rocket, and it doesn't wilt, and obviously as it wilts it changes flavour, so the olive oil coats it. And we'll just demonstrate that now. We'll just squeeze it. Always get some juice flowing by by rolling the lemon first, just to break some of the pulp inside. Give it a bit of a squeeze. There are no seeds in this lemon, so that's really nice. So we don't have to put it through a sieve as sometimes we do, and we'll just squeeze that nicely over the top of that like that, and that's plenty. You can use more if you like, but I just like that amount. And we'll just have some nice shaves of parmigiano on there. We'll just do them lightly. Beautiful rocket salad. It was really quite a crowd pleaser in my restaurant. They loved it. It was just so nice, just so full of flavour and so nice. Because have you ever tried rocket without, without lemon juice? It reminds of eating grass as a kid. It really does. But once you put the lemon juice in there, it changes it all together. And if you can see down here, we're sort of spreading the actual cheese in amongst the leaves, so that when you put your fork in it, you pick up a bit of everything, cheese and rocket and everything all together. So Now we'll have a nice hit of this beautiful rocket salad. That is one refreshing salad. The oil comes through just beautifully, the olive oil. The season's really nice. Olive oil, cheese and lemon juice always goes good. Buon appetito, arrivederci from the ItalianCookingClass.com. Insalata Di Rucola.